Hey guys, this is Paddy from Techie Paddy and welcome back to another video. So in this video, we are going to do the unboxing and having a first look of this laptop by Asus, which is the Asus F570. In this video, we are going to cover up the aspects such as the physical specifications about this laptop, what's inside the box about this laptop, initial impressions about what I feel about this laptop and so on. So without wasting further ado, let's begin. So guys, this is the box of the laptop and you can see it is written over here the tagline of Asus, and there's nothing else on this side. You can observe that the box is in a very good condition despite being a review unit. You have the seal over here which I've already taken it off. At the back side of this box you can see you have some specifications written over here, what are the features of the laptops along with the laptop model number, that is the F570. And on this side over here there is the Asus branding here, and on this side you have the serial number and stuff written over here. Let me just focus it over here. Yeah, you have written F570Z over here and you have the serial number and so on. Anyways, now let's get opening the box. Let me just focus it again. Very good. And now the box is opening in a very different style. It doesn't have the flaps as it is to have in the other laptops. It is just a plain open closed box. Just press this down and open it up, and you can see that when you open up the box, this part raises up, so you can get easy to access to the laptop. And speaking of the laptop, here is the laptop. Let me just remove it out of the plastic covering or this thing. Yes, this is the laptop by Asus. This is the Asus F570. Let's keep it on this side. And what else do we get is we have the instruction manuals and some safety guidelines which are situated over here. And I think that's all about regarding the paperwork about this laptop. Let's see what do we get all else in the box. So over here we get this charging cable, okay, and on this side you have the charging brick. And let me just focus it for you guys, and you can see the current rating of this adapter. You can see it is a 19 volt at 6.32 ampere adapter, and this is a normal adapter by Asus. I don't understand why adapters by Asus so big for the ROG laptop, also for your previous laptop, ZenBook laptop and so on. All the adapters are of this big size, okay, and there is nothing else inside this box. So now let's get going and talking about none other than the laptop. So let's begin talking about the laptop. So let us begin with the lid of this laptop, and firstly what grabs your attention is this colored Asus logo, and I like this color of the logo and it's looking pretty amazing. Talking about the back of the screen, you can see that it is in matte finish. You have different textures. You have a slant texture here, you have a horizontal texture, and again a slant texture right over here. It meets somewhere around here, all these textures, and it gives a pretty unique look to this laptop. So now we are going to talk about the left side of this laptop, which is over here, the right side of the laptop, the bottom side, this side which is the back side below the screen, and maybe if there's anything about the front, we'll talk about that too. So let's go to the left side. Talking about the left side of this laptop, you can see first of all you will notice something different. This is the Kensington lock. Usually on Asus laptops I've seen it on the right side, but over here it's on the left side. You have two USB ports and you have one 3.5mm headphone jack, and you might be wondering where are all the other ports. Let's switch to the right side and let me show you that. So guys, first of all you will notice a micro SD card slot on the right hand side. So many people will be asking questions regarding why this micro SD card slot is provided. So I feel the most obvious answer can be to increase the storage capacity in this laptop by inserting a micro SD card in the slot and then not even bothering about it again, and you can store your other stuff like some small backups and so on onto this. You also have a USB Type-C port, also called as the Thunderbolt port over here. You have an HDMI port over here, you have a USB 3.0 port, and you have a RJ45 LAN port, and this is also a power cord input, and this is where you'll be charging a laptop. So now traditional Asus laptops all had the power cords, the ports on that side. Now it is on the right hand side. Now let us talk about what is at the side, which is below the screen. Okay, and first of all guys, you will notice that this is a grill design similar to the laptops like TUF, ROG and so on, but you will notice that there is only one vent over here because there is only one fan in this laptop, and that's all what you get on this side, no other numbering and so on. Talking about the bottom side, first of all, you will notice that these two over here and here are speakers. Okay, and this is the cooling vent, again some ventilation over here, some stickers indicating the battery, make, model, serial number of the laptop, Windows stickers and so on, and you have these rubbery pads to keep the laptop uplifted for proper ventilation. And that's it about the physical specifications. Now let us open up the lid and look at the screen, the keyboard, and maybe we'll give a first boot also to this laptop. Let's talk about the display of this laptop. So first of all, as you open the lid, you will see that this is the display of this laptop, and it's the 15.6 inches display, the 16:9 ratio. It's an LED backlit full HD display having a resolution of 1920 into 1200 with 60 Hz anti-glare panel with 45% NTSC. So it sounds pretty impressive on paper, but how it's going to fare, which I'll be talking about in my further final review clips of this laptop. Alright, now let's talk about the keyboard of this laptop. So this is the keyboard layout of this laptop, and first of all you can see that the keys are well placed, and the numbering and the lettering is really good. It actually you are able to see the numbering and lettering really well. The use of the proper font and color is used over here. Anyways, first of all, I have one grudge when I just opened up the first time. Why is this numeric pad so small? And if they had to do something like this, maybe they should have just removed this numeric pad and just kept a complete full-fledged keyboard, and we could have used the number typing from here. That's absolutely fine. And you have the power button situated over here. Over here, this is the thing, this is the light for that the power is on. This is the light for the battery charging, and there is no other light indicating the hard disk is in use and so on. So that's fine. And you have to access some of these functions using this function FN key. That's all. Talking about the mouse pad, so first of all, this is a very smooth mouse pad. This is also very smooth, and I really like this lining, which is the dark light blue lining over here. And this gives a very nice funky feel to this. First of all, you also have a separator which says this is left click, this is right click, and that's all. Talking about the texture over here, similar texture as you saw on the back of on the top of this laptop. That's the behind the screen background. And you have the stickers over here, which is the AMD, which is the NVIDIA, and you have some other stickers over here. So AMD, why sticker is over here is because this laptop has an AMD processor. It's the Ryzen 5 2500U, and this is clocked at 2.0 gigahertz, and it goes to up to 2.6 gigahertz to something around that much. And this is the NVIDIA GeForce 1050, and this is the 4 GB VRAM model, so that's fine for this price. Okay, and about the key travel is pretty good. It's pretty soft, but I prefer the keys of the previous laptop, the Asus TUF F570Z. I like that better than these. Okay, honest opinion. And that's all. So also not to forget that this is also, I think, a speaker or a vent. I am really not sure which. I will be doing the testing and I'll get to you guys about this. Anyways, you have some stickering over here. It is written about the NVIDIA, the thin laptop, some about the Wi-Fi, Windows 10 and warranty 12 months or something, and it is written over here. Now let us give it the first boot up to this laptop. Alright, so let us fire up this laptop. So before we begin, let me just point out that I forgot to point it out in the display settings. So this is the Asus logo over here, which is again glowing in green, and I like this kind of a look over here. And now without wasting further ado, let's power on this. The power button is over here. First things first, the keyboard is backlit. okay, and you will be able to see that very soon. Let us just boot up. Boot up is very slow. You can see that. Yeah, you can see the keyboard is backlit. The light starts up. Asus logo keeps on spinning.
A few moments later.
So finally the system is booted up, and you might have seen that small time lapse I have just created because Windows was taking too long to log in. So initial impressions from this, you will not be able to see it on the camera yourself, but I am not liking this display. This anti-glare coating is ruining everything for me technically right now. Because of that, the colors are looking washed out. On the camera you'll be able to see it's okay because I am able to see that. But now let me show you something. Let me just bend it over here, and you can see how awful the viewing angles are. They are not good. And I know this is a budget laptop, but still, I mean, they have given such viewing angles for a display like this. They're providing an anti-glare coating. It's not looking good actually. Forget the bezels and all that. The screen is perfect, but it's the anti-glare coating which is ruining everything for me. Anywho, you have the backlit keyboard which is over here, so it's pretty nice looking. You have an option FN, and you press F3 to shut it. You press one more, and you press one more, and you press one more. That's it. And that's how you light up the keyboard. And now let me show you the core specifications about this laptop. So let me just do a right click, go to task manager, and now let me zoom this part for you. So I hope you can see that very clearly, and apologies if you are not able to see that. All right, and I focused it. I've tried my best. Let's go to performance. First of all, let's talk about the CPU. So the CPU is an AMD Ryzen 5. It's a 2500U graphic processing unit. So it's a processor actually, and it's Radeon Vega Mobile. It's a processor, graphic processing unit which is integrated within this processor. The RAM you have is an 8GB RAM, but you have only 6.9 GB of RAM usage, and that's quite questionable because my laptop has the same RAM 8GB, but it has usage of around 7.98 GB. That's fine. Okay, disk, you go to, it's a Toshiba disk, so it varies from company to company. My laptop provides WD. Okay, let's go to the GPU 0. GPU 0 is an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1050. It's a 4GB VRAM, and you have all the graphs over here. You can see GPU 1 is the AMD Radeon TM Vega 8 graphics. So this is the integrated graphics which is situated in the processor of this laptop. Now, if you ask me, the BIOS time was 5.5 seconds, and I am quite puzzled as to why it took so long on a laptop like this, a brand new laptop, okay, and such a good processor. Anyways, that's all I can say about now. Let me just show you the disk capacity. So basically, this laptop has a 5400 RPM TB SATA 1 terabyte SATA disk, and right now there are no partitions over here, but yeah, we'll be able to create and so on. That is why I think this was happening, but it should not happen such that way, I feel so. And that's all what you get in this laptop. So let me just zoom out again. So my initial impressions regarding this laptop is, first of all, I like the keyboard. Okay, it's simple. Just they could have just eliminated this numpad and given it a full this thing instead of making this numpad small. Backlit, good thing. Mouse pad area, it's funky, nice. Only thing I hate is the display. So I am sorry, but this is my review that I don't like the display, because I as a user prefer normal displays, not anti-glare displays. Okay, and that's all from my side. A proper dedicated video will be coming soon. Okay, stay tuned for that, and let us conclude the video. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So if you like this video, please hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel Techie Paddy, or this is your first time, my name is Noel Padgaonkar and this is my channel Techie Paddy. Do subscribe. If you have any comments or any feedback, please do leave it in the comment section of this video. Please share this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video.